much, Larry. You are looking live at the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. He goes underneath to Freeman. 4 yards on the pickup. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Escaping the punt. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for a loss of 5. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And LeGarrette Blount just does not go down easy. You know, from my experience as a defensive back, this was a difficult guy to try and tackle because of the force that he runs with, and he's not going to be daunted no matter it's the first quarter or the fourth quarter, Brandon.
Well, what shocks me about last year, 18 touchdowns. Well, the yards were pretty good. 11. I think in New England, I don't think of a running back getting 18 touchdowns.
Now, that to me, it was the combo that made the 2016 season for him. Most yards in his career, most touchdowns in his career by far. And he's the type of guy that, hey, you want to give it to me inside the 5? He doesn't believe anyone's going to stop him.
7 yards remain now on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Brady. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a keep.
Forward on 4th didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On first down, Ryan hit, and look at the big man rumble. And it's picked up, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up. And, boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On second down, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Rob Ninkovich on the stop.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions, and boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Dion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted. He ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Gronkowski, slot left. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is White on the screen. Fighting through. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Brady now on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico. Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Brady going to throw. Surveying the field. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones. Just 6 touchdowns. But, you know, of course, he had the big 300-yard game. However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper, as a young tight end, really developed down the stretch. And Taylor Gabriel, who had come over as a free agent from Cleveland, he really flourished, actually led the team in touchdown catches. But there's only one Julio Jones, and you want to get the ball to him as much as possible.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Now Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after turn.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Okay, partners, New England comes out here to take the field on offense. This is such an interesting story, how they've been able to do it year after year after year. Guys talk about parity in the NFL. Well, New England has kind of transcended that parity, and they've done it with guys that you don't normally think of as household names.
The parts keep changing for New England. That's the amazing part. On offense, all right? Offensive linemen change, receivers change, running backs change. We know the one constant is Tom Brady, and that's a huge deal for them. But to be able to do it in what you call the parity time, and you're exactly right. Everyone's supposed to be pretty equal. New England's still a top 10 offense year in and year out. In 2016, they were number 4, and that helped them with a number 1 ranked defense as well.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. And that brings up fourth down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Gronkowski may have had to miss the Super Bowl with the injury, but he was active in that parade, and now he's back on the field. And I'll tell you what, something you mentioned to me is that he was a big cheerleader for his teammates. Never hung his head through the injury, celebrated with them all the way through the title.
We've seen superstars in the past, when their team does well without them, they're happy, but they recede into the background, right? They get out of the way because it does hurt them a little bit. They do have pride. They want to feel like, hey, without me, they may take a little bit of a step back. But with Gronk, you never saw that. You saw him with him every step of the way, cheering his team on, happy for their success. They went 11-0 without him in 2016, but I know this, they don't want to try it again.
No,
they want the big fella back.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Ryan. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. That one good for 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a third and inches. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. A great read, and it's picked closing stages of the first half. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They overloaded that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Brady. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On third and long, it's Brady. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, he's thrown number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit.
Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. LeGarrette Blount past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blount, 75 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
21, take 4.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Now it's Ryan to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still first down.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Ryan on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. 20. On third down, Ryan. And Tammy with it over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check 3, check 3. Ready, play 25. Where's 52? On. Kill. Gun. Kill.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And that's caught by Tammy. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Falcons a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The whole bevy of Patriots there that time to bring him down. On second down, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And incomplete here on third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
They go play action here on Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Room here to run. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that. Return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, The quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half.
Just a bunch of poor boys.